Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. A big shout out of thanks to everyone who was able to make it on Sunday to our round table gatherings. We had a really good and thoughtful conversation as a group and at your small tables. The transition team is collating the notes and we'll be reading through everything that you shared at your small table groups. One of the most important things I think we did was to share the core values that Session has decided upon for this congregation. And they are, of course, core values that you have been exhibiting and that have been the ones that drive your decision making, but identifying them helps us to live into them even more. So this is the second grand unveiling of those, and those core values that Session decided upon represent this congregation well at its best are faith, community, compassion, justice, and service. To get to those, Session spent some time telling stories about Market Square and the life of Market Square. We thought about times that we have been proud to be members of Market Square and the values that were at play in those instances, in the ways that we were behaving and serving and living together. And that's a lot of what informed how we got to the values that we chose. So Session also spent some time thinking about behaviors that they've seen exhibited in this congregation that represent those values. So for instance, one person said for community, passing of the peace is a way that we live into the value of community. And then also challenged us by saying that when I sit in a different place in the sanctuary instead of in my normal pew, that's also representing and living into the value of community. We thought about the ways we serve breakfast as a behavior that helps us uphold the value of compassion. And for justice, someone said that when we learn how to advocate and how to talk about issues around justice, even if it's uncomfortable, and when we have those really hard conversations, that's one of the ways that we live into the value of justice. And then faith. For me, the value of faith means trusting God with our future. And it also means learning about our faith and our traditions, and especially thinking about the biblical text and having those conversations with one another in this place. That enables us to live as a faithful people. For those of you who were there on Sunday, many of you have proposed additional core values that you think should be part of our core values, and they're all really good. But I'm going to say that Session considered a wide range of core values, and the ones they chose, they feel like really they do fully encompass even the other values that have been named. And each of those values, faith, compassion, community, service, and justice, each of them has other values at play in them. And we'll continue discovering more about those values and how they lead us, how they enable us to make decisions that have integrity for who we are as a people of God. And we'll keep thinking about specific behaviors that help us live into those values. So I'm grateful for the serious thought and reflection that you all continue to give those values that we named, and we will continue thinking about them in our preaching and in the Bible studies that we do here, in the book study during Lent. And you will have other opportunities to help Session think about behaviors that we're doing or need to be doing to live into those values. So for those of you who could not be here on Sunday, we will be getting you information that will prepare you for the next time we gather, which is on February 25th. And again, I'm grateful to everybody who could gather. We're looking forward to the next time we gather. And thanks so much for being the thoughtful, reflective people that you are. Thanks. Bye.